What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I'm Steve. So I haven't done one of these in a while. I'm going to do a what's sold. It's going to be eBay items, and I'll throw in a few Poshmark sales as well. Now, I don't show all my sales, especially since I haven't done this for a while. So within the last 2 weeks, I'll try to pick some, items from different categories just to show you, what kind of prices things are being sold for. So let's jump on the computer and we'll go through a few. All right, so let's jump right in and start with the books. I sell books on Amazon, but when I am gated on a book or the price drops too low before I get to send it in, which is typically from when I source to send it in, it's within a week, then I'll just throw it on eBay as a backup. And like these books, for example, that sell for $8.95 or $9.95, well, I pay mostly $1 for all the books I get. Instead of that being a loss or a wash on Amazon, it turns into a $5, $6, $7 profit on eBay. So books do sell on eBay, and not just on Amazon. I know I've said in other videos. Typically, I only sell like 2 or 3 a week. I don't have a whole lot on eBay. I am trying to find more that will sell on eBay compared to Amazon. It's a good alternative to Amazon. Now here's a prime example of what I was just speaking about. This book I found about a week and a half ago at the thrift store. I paid $1 for it. It's a risk management and insurance textbook. When I scanned it with Scout IQ, it showed me that in a very good condition category, which this was, it was selling on Amazon for over $200, and my profit would be roughly like $180 to $190. It was amazing. You might have seen it in my other videos. So at that point, I did not know I was gated. Some people are gated on certain textbooks. So once I was creating my shipment, when I went to put it into inventory, says I was not allowed to sell this textbook. So, which was a bummer because it was such a huge profit. So I just took it, threw it on eBay. On eBay, everything sells for a lot less than Amazon, as you know, and that includes the books. So I put this up for $74.95 because comps were selling anywhere from $50 to $100. So wanted to get a quick sale, put it up for $74.95. I did it the other night at like 10 o'clock at night. I was doing a few listings. I listed this, started on my very next listing. I was not even halfway through, and boom, got an eBay message that this sold. Within a minute. It was crazy. So $1 into $75 on one book. So that's a sweet score, and that's what you can do with books. And just to touch on one more topic with books, Bibles. Some Bibles can be good. Typically you want to look for older ones, leather-bound ones, the red letter, and so forth. But this is another one, paid $1, sold for $17.95. Free shipping, but books go medium mail, and typically with an average size book, you're right around $3, a little under, a little over. So check your Bibles when you're in the store. All right, let's check out some clothing. Now this one I think was in one of my videos. For a handful of videos, when I started the video, I would show what I was sending out that morning. And I believe that was in there, but if you didn't see it, now you do. So this is a pair of vintage overalls, Looney Tunes. They were embroidered with Tweety Bird. So vintage denim, even overalls, and then especially it goes into another category where it has a certain brand or topic on it. So I paid $2 for these at the thrift store sale, and it sold for $24.95 plus $7 shipping. Folded them up and put them into a flat rate padded envelope. Okay, another clothing item. This is a cycling jersey. Some of these do okay. You got to really look at the branding. Some of them have sponsorships on them, and you might get, I haven't really seen any more than like $30, $35 range. And plain ones, this was okay. This was a decent brand for cycling. I paid $1 for it, and I had lowered the price because there was getting no action on it. So I sold it for $14.95, free ship. First class, it was like $3. These things are very, very light. So, I made $9 on it. I was just glad to move it finally. But cycling jerseys can do good if you have the right logo and branding on them. Okay, next up we have Top of the World, which is the brand. CocaCola Fitted Baseball Hat. Had nice thick embroidery on the front for Coca-Cola. This was brand new, tags. Got this at Goodwill for $1, maybe $2, I don't remember. But sold for $22.95, free ship. Now whenever I sell a hat, and I don't do many, because a lot of hats only sell $10 to $15 range, and I don't like to mess with that. So if I can find a good brand that's going to sell at least 20 or more, and I could get it for $1 or $2, so where I'm at least going to make minimum $15 on it, then I'll do a hat. Otherwise, I don't mess with hats. But when I do, these go in the eBay 8x6x4 box, which weighs like 4 ounces. So it still keeps it on first class shipping, but it protects the hat, because I heard people putting them in poly mailers, or that's just a bad move. Okay, now here was an excellent find. Found it at Goodwill. Rain Spooner. It was a Rain Spooner / MLB tag for the Cleveland Indians Hawaiian style shirt in a triple XL, which is an odd size, but it's good because there's not a lot of clothing out there in those big sizes. So if you find something good in a very large size like that, they're going to sell. Now, the Rain Spooner is an excellent, strong, expensive brand in the Hawaiian type clothing. So combine that with MLB, which is also popular, I knew right away this was going to be good. I looked up the comps in the store. I only had sold a Chicago Cubs one that had sold for like $90. But it didn't matter. Even if I didn't find a single comp, I was going to get it. It was only $4.50. Listed it for $109.95 with best offer. And I was willing to go into the 70s and up. And after like 2 days, I got an offer of $75, and I just took it. I knew that was right in where the other ones were. I found one other Cleveland eventually once I got home on the computer that had sold for like $85. So I just took the $75 from $4. Great sale. Took 2 days to sell. So keep an eye out for Rain Spooner when you see Hawaiian style shirts. Look for that name. Okay, so if you watch my other videos that I post, you will see that I often find good handbags at Goodwill near me. And this was one of them. When I had found it, I did not know the brand at the time. So of course I looked it up because I could tell by the feel of it that it was quality and it was real leather. And the brand is Marnie. And when I saw it, it had good comps. So I paid $6 and I listed it for $84.95. And I took an offer of $60. I put best offer on it because with a bag like that, when you get it for so cheap, you know, I'm willing to come down off of the ballpark of what other comps were. Never could find the exact comp on this same exact bag. So I just went by what kind of other close, similar models were. And when the offer of $60 came in, I took it. It probably took about 2 to 3 weeks to sell. So $6 into $60. All right, and then we also sold a Tumi bag. This was a distressed, which it was kind of beat. It wasn't in the best shape at all. I almost didn't even buy it. I think it was like $7. But hard to walk away from a Tumi bag no matter what condition it is. I mean, it didn't have rips or tears, but the leather was pretty worn. But either way, took it, listed it for $69.95. I don't remember if I put best offer or if the guy just sent me an offer through a message. But either way, I sold it for $45. Hadn't really gotten any traction on it. No one was really asking about it. Didn't have a lot of watchers. So I just took the offer to move it. So $45, the guy got a decent bag. And that's it. Gotta love them Tumis. The Wii Mario Cart, and I included the steering wheel as a bundle, sold for $19.95. The wheel we had from when we used to own a Wii, and was just in the drawer for years. And the game, I believe I got for either 50 cents or $1. So I don't really get a lot of games. I don't come across a lot at the yard sales or even at the thrift stores that I go to. They just don't have them. Or if they do, they're none that sell for any kind of money. You know, it's tough nowadays to find video games, especially for like the Wii and so forth, that sell for decent money. A lot of them are going to be in that $10, $15 range. But regardless, I don't come across them. So Mario Kart, I knew was a good one. And quick sale. Okay, here we have a Callaway Burner 2.0 sand wedge. This was a good find. One of the Goodwills that I go to. It's in a pretty wealthy area. And they get a lot of golf clubs in. And they get golf clubs in. Sometimes they're old. But when I do find them, they're good ones. And found this one randomly. It wasn't with a set or nothing. And TaylorMade is an excellent, strong brand. As you can see, all the golf clubs at that store I go to are $1.50. And this one sold. It took about 4 days to sell, and I got full ask of $54.95 plus shipping. $10 shipping. The buyer, it worked out where the buyer was in Florida, and in the long triangle box, which I believe is called the medium one, it's the 36-inch long box. Shipping was like $7 and change because he didn't live far. So I even made $2 extra on the shipping. So TaylorMade, Callaway, but I like to stick with the sand wedge, the pitching wedge, and the putters. Because if you go into any, unless you find like a really good strong brand of a driver, then the clubs are long, and then you start Frankenboxing it. But I like to stick with the sand wedge, pitching wedge, and putters. So moving over to Poshmark, I don't get a lot of sales on Poshmark because I don't actually put in a lot of time doing that whole sharing thing. Once in a while, I get in the mood and I'll jump in and do it, but I probably only do it like maybe 1-2 days out of the week, and that's why I only get a couple of sales a week, if that. But it's a good option and back up to eBay. So regardless, this Peter Millar, I picked these up at the Goodwill. I paid $3 or $4 for them. I think it was $4, and I had listed them for like $30, and I took an offer of $19. Now Poshmark, I don't know if any of you other sellers out there are on Poshmark. Put in the comments down below for me. Have you been getting like really, really low offers? I've been getting a lot of offers that are coming in like 50% of my list. Now I don't care. I don't take it personal. I mean, go for it, you know. But I counter. But the offers are, you know, not too often you get right out the gate you get a reasonable offer that, you know, you can work with right away. But either way, I just sold them for $19. They took about a week to sell, and you know, I made 15 bucks. Well, after fees, I made, you know, $12 maybe. All right, another Poshmark sale is this Patagonia men's Tropic Comfort hoodie. It's very thin, lightweight. It's not like a typical hoodie. It's almost like rash guard type material, and I think I listed it for like 38 or 40. And opposite of what I just said, this was a fair offer of $30, and I took it. I had gotten this for free. Part of that, if you saw the video a while back where I got a whole huge clothing haul for free. This was in there, new with tags. Took that 30 bucks, no problem. Okay, and I always like to look for glasses when I'm in a thrift store. I always check out those spinning racks that they have and look at the frames, look for good brands, and you know, maybe every 2 weeks I find a good pair. So this was a pair of Carrera Cephalo is the brand, I guess. Now, if these were sunglasses, easily, you know, $50, $60, $75. But since they had like a bifocal lens in it or something, I listed them for like, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60. And I was willing to take anything. I could get all the glasses at the store. They're like $2. So I found some good pairs. I've sold some. I still have some on hand. But got an offer for $28 and I took it. So $2 and $28. Like I said, if these were sunglasses, now people do buy these. If you check out those eyeglasses in the store, because if you have a good brand, you know, frame, I've found Ray-Bans, the Carrera. I can't even think of other brands. I found Guess, but people will buy them and just bring them to the store and have their prescriptions put in. If they could get a good pair at a good price instead of buying them in the store, which are very expensive nowadays, you know, they're going to sell. So check those racks, look for those brands. And I got to say, I love that picture that I took right there. That one came out really good for those glasses. Pretty cool, right? All right, so I think I'm going to end it right there. That was probably almost 15 items or so that I showed you. Try to get a little different categories. I don't show all my sales. And I don't even do what's sold. I should probably do them more often. I think a lot of people like to see what's actually selling compared to what we're just buying off of what the comps are showing. Because it is kind of speculation what we do, but with data to back it up. So, hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some maybe bolos. See what's going on out there. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. And I'll see you later. Bye.